And now, I remember people that have seen this before, actually, when I had it up a long time ago, said, oh, you're killing missiles, isn't that killing enemies? I don't know. I never personally consider missiles to be enemies because they don't have any actual, like, conscious willpower of their own within the game, you know what I mean? It's like, they're not humans, they're not robots, they're not whatever, you know, so it's like, what the hell? This is a pretty cool stage if you guys play it normally because it's like really fun to run across the mines and then have them explode in the path before or behind you while all the like mortars and guns are going off everywhere. And those boomerang guys were a pain in the ass too. I think there is a certain advantage, though, to jumping in some parts. I forgot what it was. I remember I like figured that out, but there's something like that in there. Yeah, and at this part, I think I just didn't give a shit. I actually found out you can kick his projectiles. I don't know how the fuck that works. I don't know why you'd be able to kick a laser beam, but alright, that's cool. Now this part was the one level where I had to use a shuriken in because there's a bomb that is across the path, so to speak. And you'll see what I mean. It's across the gap, and the only way to reach it is pretty much use a shuriken. Something to note too about the jump kicks in this game for people watching this who might do speedruns is that when you jump kick, you drop a lot faster. So it's always beneficial to do the jump kicks to get through sections where you're descending. So if you're just sitting down like a staircase or a I don't know what, it's always better to do jump kicks because you fall a lot faster than you do through normal jumping because you're kind of floaty when you jump. Right here, I like this. This goes with the music perfectly. I always like that. That was on total accident, but it goes with the music perfectly. It's like during that that thing. It's so perfect. Now right there, I think I used the shuriken that I needed to or no? Yeah, I did. I just threw the shuriken right there that I needed to blow up the bomb. So that's the only time I needed to use the shuriken to blow up something, I think was right there. And I think I did that there so that I could line up perfectly with the walls. I really like this music too, though. I like most of the music in this game. I just love that part where it goes quick right here. Aw, I skipped it. Fuck. Now this guy is this guy's kind of a mainstay of the Shinobi series. He's been in previous games. Mechazilla. And you cut off his head, but he's still alive. Now those, something to note about this game, when Joe does his running sword slash, he's completely invincible for the most part, but he's especially invincible against projectiles. It's mainly when he hits the ground on his knee and he's moving a little bit and he's kind of sliding, he's able to be hit almost right after that. So it's not the full animation you're invincible, but most of it you are. So, I mean, you know, you can't really speed run on this level because it's like everything, you know, the speed of the level is locked. It's like maybe you could cut off a few extra frames or something like that by jumping correctly once you get near the top. That's about it. Again, with those fucking bat dudes. Those bat guys are a pain in the ass because it's like you're trying to avoid all these guys throwing shurikens, and see, this is why I didn't want to kill the enemies, because it provides more of a challenge and more kind of entertainment to see me like avoiding all these shurikens and shit like that. I know it's not as bad as a shoot 'em up game, which by the way I have a whole bunch of those on my channel now. But you know, yeah. Believe it or not, I have never smoked anything in my life. I have never smoked anything, so never did any drugs besides the medicinal ones that I needed. Digoxin, and I did CoQ10 for a little while for my heart, and drank barium before for a heart test. And that's about it, so, you know. I guess it's just a genetic thing, this cough. My grandpa had it also. I think my grandma had it, so, you know. Had it for as long as I can remember. Also notice too that the landscape actually is moving in the background, although really slowly. But this is just such an awesome, this is like tilted parallax scrolling. It's like vertical parallax scrolling instead of horizontal. It's just, this is a really awesome game. This is a really well done game. This is what I miss about sprite-based games, is stuff like this. Like, this just looks awesome to me. I would take this any day over the majority of 3D graphics in games. I don't know why, it just seems like with 3D graphics, you can't give it as much personality as you can 2D graphics. And I'm not bashing on people who like 3D games, or people who design 3D games. Don't get me wrong, I'm just saying it's like, when you have sprite artwork, you're able to have more leverage in what you can do with the actual art as compared to 3D graphics. You know, unless you're making something really cartoony, you generally have to adhere to general, you know, anatomical things. It's like, you know, you can't have a dude that's got like an arm that's like 80 feet wide or something like that, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Or at the very least, you know, do like what SNK is doing, where they're using 3D graphics to make the models for their characters in the new King of Fighters, but then they're redrawing them using sprite, you know, using like pixel art. So I thought that was a real novel way to kind of do past and present there. Past and future, either one. Now this level, you actually have to navigate a certain way, and that part right there took a long time to land perfectly to get those guys to move in the way that I wanted to, so they wouldn't all rush me or so that they wouldn't all jump. And those boxes, if you break them, you're pretty much screwed for getting up the wall. So, you know, obviously can't really attack those. This part was kind of hard too, because I was so used to like down kicking, you know, to like cut off, to make myself go faster. And so you can't even touch like the tips of those spikes on the top of those columns. I mean, you can't even touch the sides, is what I mean. You can't touch the sides. Obviously, you can't touch the tip, because then you'd be getting fucking impaled by it. Oh, and the vibration of the screen there is the spike things hitting themselves, or hitting the ground, either one. And there's the boss, which is obvious. Now, this guy actually was made pretty easy by Tool Assist, just because the whole difficulty of this is to predict where he's at. So it's like with Tool Assist, obviously, I'd be like, oh, well, you know, he's right there. So that was a battle made much easier. Otherwise, you're likely to hit his shadow or whatever. So this is, again, you know, you can't really make this much faster. You just kind of run and gun it, you know. And now he's in badass mode. He's tired of hiding. Doing the fucking Kefka laugh. Yeah, he decided to have a seizure there and throw my shuriken into the wall. As you can see, the fans won't hit you as long as you keep moving. The auto-tracking ones, at least. And then he blows up. And of course I stood there because I knew he was going to blow up, because that's the magic of Tool Assist.